Hey there, today is part 2 of what I got in Portland when I went shopping with Miss Laurie from Smiling Cats Couture. I was thinking about including this on the other video, but I have a little bit more story time to go into with this unboxing, so I didn't want to make the video way too long, so thought I would just go ahead and split them up and give you some insight, and we'll talk about it here after the break, so I'll be right back. Hey there, welcome back to my channel. My channel is about treating yourself to a little bit of luxury, whether that be your cup of coffee, favorite fragrances, skincare, handbags, luxury goods, all the fun things you like to treat yourselves to because you deserve it. And today we're at part 2 of the LV purchases that I made up in Portland a few weeks ago when I was visiting up with Laurie from Smiling Cats Couture. It was a really fun day out, just hanging out and with her significant other, Rob from Poor Man Luxury as well. So we just had a great time up at the Portland Mall, just shopping in the LV store, having lunch, just having a grand old time up there. So last time I unboxed a bracelet that I picked up spur of the moment. Was not on my radar to get, but it was a really cute color, and I just really enjoyed that. But I also picked up another item that I've actually been looking to purchase for quite some time. It's been on my kind of back end list of things that I've wanted to pick up. I almost picked them up instead of another purchase several years ago, but I just kept thinking, well, are they worth it? Which goes into the story I have. Anyway, so let's talk about, I'm gonna put this right here because that's a kind of another story. So yeah, we were at the Louis Vuitton store, and I had sent a text message to the sales associate I typically work with at that store. Whoops, sorry, Bamboo just walked in front of the camera. And she ghosted me. And that's been kind of my, I guess, history with the Portland store. I meet an associate, I have a temporary relationship with them, and after a couple of months they just disappear. So, you know, at first it's lots of niceties. They might invite me to something, they might email, they might text, but after, since I don't, you know, shop with them enough or consistently, they pretty much, you know, discount me after a while. And I am not, I guess, coy, or I don't hide the fact that I'm not loyal to one store. If you look at my purchase history, I shop in Chicago when I go there. I've shopped on via phone and via text with the Las Vegas boutiques. I will still shop in Chicago via text message or phone calls when I'm back here in Oregon, and when I happen to be local, I will just go up to the store and kind of randomly shop as well. But honestly, my purchase history is kind of, and I'm in Seattle as well, I forgot about that too. So I'm all over the place. So I've never been consistently loyal, and that is obviously to my detriment. But I've tried to establish relationships with consistent associates here in Portland, and they either disappear, leave the store, or they end up just ghosting me after a while. Again, I'm not a VIC. I don't spend tens of thousands of dollars there. I'm just a regular customer of average purchases. You think that would be at least somewhat enough to be respectful to reply on occasion. I'm literally not one that's like, hey, every 5 seconds. It's like every few months, hi, I'm going to be in town in a week or two. Will you have time? And I'm not asking them to, you know, block out their day, anything like that. It's like, do you have this item? Yes or no? Will it be convenient for me to stop in? Yes or no? That's it. It's not anything of any huge, in my opinion, sacrifice, but apparently it's a huge ask. So I'm like, okay. Anyway, so I got ghosted. No big deal. that happens all the time. So I just go in. We went in together, and we were assigned a new sales associate. She was very kind, but she obviously seemed more enthused by Laurie, and ended up following up with Laurie even after the fact too. And I was like, I didn't get a thank you text, I didn't get a thank you email, didn't get anything. And I thought, well, maybe they were trying to go back to the associate that I normally work with. Maybe she just wasn't in that day, or maybe she's on vacation. They're just trying to be considerate. But it's been several weeks now, and I still haven't heard anything. So I just figured I'm not that important. So anyway, that being said, very kind in the store, very respectful in the store. The managers there is very kind as well. I've encountered with the manager there several times. Each time I go in, and they're always very kind. So I have no problem with the store in general. They always provide good service. It's just the follow-up is not exactly like I have, any kind of status there. And that's okay. No big deal. This item, again, kind of a spur of the moment purchase. I was just looking at things, and it's been on my radar for almost 4 years, I guess now. Because this I think was released in 2022, because I think that's when I bought my blooming earrings. I'll have to look and see when I purchased those. I'm pretty sure it was that spring, might have been summer, but I purchased the blooming earrings. I'll insert a picture of those. So I purchased those, and I was thinking about purchasing these at the same time, and those ended up winning out. I just kind of like the style more on paper. Once I got them, I wore them a few times, and they ended up being a little bit uncomfortable to wear. Where the hoop ends up hitting me pinches on one of my ears. It's really strange. So I don't wear them as much as I should wear them, although I love the style and the look of them. So I do prefer those on principle, but these were also high up on my list. So I asked about them, and the funny thing was, the sales associate was kind of talking me out of them. Like, she's like, they're not real gold, they're not. And I'm like, I'm aware, right? The ones I have aren't real gold, but they're standing up just fine. They're in my cabinet, and I take care of them, and I'm not necessarily worried about them not holding up. I mean, obviously, if I wore them to bathe, I wouldn't sleep in them. Like, these are not things I would keep in my ears constantly. So I understand where they're coming from and trying to warn me that these are fashion jewels and not, high-end jewels. So I'm like, I wasn't worried about that, but it was just kind of funny that they were not exactly trying to sell me on the product, but nevertheless, picked it up. And being that it's jewelry, these have been coming in this kind of square box recently, which is kind of new. I believe my blooming came in a rectangular box at the time, but I might be wrong. I'm pretty sure. So again, these are earrings, and they come in this really tiny little dust bag. Not a tiny price tag though. When I was considering these back in 2022, I believe these were only like $2.95. They are significantly more now. Significantly more. So I think I just said to myself, I better pick them up before they become any more expensive, which is really ridiculous. I probably should just pick them on the pre-loved market, but I ended up buying the iconic earrings. And at the time, back then, there was a style that had these in conjunction with some jackets, and that I thought was a really good value, because I think it was like these were $2.95 or $2.95, and then the ones with the jackets were around $3.50, I believe. And I thought, well, that's like 2-in-1. So you take the jackets off, you have just these, and then you can interchange them. I ended up going with the blooming pair instead, because it just, again, like the look of that one better. But hindsight 2020, I should have picked up the ones with the jackets, because I would have 2 pairs of earrings for the price of one in the sense of things. But anyway, finally picked up the iconic earrings, and I'm glad about that. Again, they're not something I would have on 24/7, wouldn't sleep in them, although they're not uncomfortable. There's a really nice back to them. Let me take them off again so you can kind of see that. They have a nice closure back there, and the way that they rest on your ear are actually quite nice. So, I mean, you could, but I wouldn't recommend it because they wouldn't hold up in the, you know, shower and all that kind of stuff after a while. It wouldn't be wise. So I just thought they were nice. And they come in for more money, an enamel, and there's also like a strass version. I want to say there's one other version as well, but I can't remember all the different types. So anywho, so as per usual, after I purchase, I always ask for fragrance samples. So she comes out with a little bag, hands it to me, and on my way, I look in there, a bag, hands me a bag with one fragrance. And I laughed, and I'm like, okay. So she gave me Le Jour Salem. I have this fragrance already. So I had asked for a newer release. So any of your newest fragrances, you know, that's an oldie. I've had that one for probably 4 years. So that's kind of funny. But she said it was her favorite one. So whatever, no problem. Anywho, it was an interesting day, to say the least. I have to wonder if it's just my personality or my luck that sales associates don't bond with me, but I think it's because I'm not loyal to one store. Like I shop everywhere. I just pop into whatever is local to me. I have probably half a dozen, you know, in my phone. So I get it. It's not a big deal, but I would be loyal if they were ones that would follow up on occasion. Like my Chanel person, I'm very loyal to her. I was really loyal to the gal from Dior, and I'm really loyal to my Fendi person. He's in Chicago all the time. So I'm just kind of funny that my Louis Vuitton relationship's not ever a very good one. But anyway, story time. If you have the same type of, you know, problem, is that a problem? Same types of situation with sales associates, let me know. I'm curious if it's just me. Like, am I the problem? Am I like Taylor? Am I the problem? Yeah, give me some comments down below. Let me know what I need to do differently. It's my personality. I'm just not warm and bubbly or something. I don't know. Probably. Like, comment, subscribe, all the things. I will see you on the next one. Take care. Bye.